The Douglas County School District welcomes you to this special graduation presentation.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good afternoon. It's nice to have such a spirited crowd with us today. My name is Sonny Van Sielis, and I am the principal of eDCSD, Colorado Cyber School. It is with great pleasure and pride that I welcome all of you to the Colorado High School Commencement Ceremony. We are here this afternoon to celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of these very special students. Before we begin, we have some honored guests with us, so please stand when your name is announced. From Douglas County School District Board of Directors, with us today are board members Dr. Carrie Mendoza and Kevin Larson, Mr. Dan McMenemy, Douglas County School District Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, and Mr. Steve Johnson, Director of High School Education. Thank you all. Also on the stage, we have an amazing group of educators. I am proud to say that they are the most dedicated, caring, compassionate individuals with whom I have ever had the opportunity to work. They overcome, they persevere, they stay true to the course, to our values of personalizing education for each and every student. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing the eDCSD Colorado Cyber staff. Graduates, you each possess a unique story, an individual journey that led you to this time and place. But that which you have in common is your pioneering spirit. You chose a non-traditional path to complete your high school education, perhaps even against the advice of others. You successfully applied yourselves to the world of online learning and may have even been surprised in the process. You developed time management skills as you balanced coursework with everything from being teen parents to family caretakers to hockey players to cosmetology students. You helped build a culture through our social network and discussion boards as you debated national events and tragedies, including Sandy Hook and the challenges our neighbors in Moore, Oklahoma are facing. You supported fellow classmates both academically and socially. You displayed creativity with your projects, your blog posts, your research papers, and your problem solving. You took ownership of your learning, becoming the entrepreneur of your educational journey. You effectively communicated your ideas and beliefs, molding and shaping our environment for years to come. Finally, you have bridged the gap between school and real life. You are indeed the epitome of 21st century learners. I'd like to share some very sound advice from a technology entrepreneur turned academic, highlighted in Tony Wagner's book, Creating Innovators. Study what interests you most. Excel in fields which you have the most passion and ability. Change the world in your own way and on your own terms. And now a few thoughts to take forward. Face challenges with courage. Remember to be grateful for the small things. Stay true to your dreams. Remain curious. Greet each day with love and compassion. Believe in yourself. Remember, you don't get to do it twice. I am amazed by you all. You touch my heart. I am proud of you. I'd like to invite Katie Von Russo to the podium to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Thank you, Katie. And now it is my honor and distinct pleasure to introduce our featured guest speakers for today's graduation. They're both seniors who have unique stories, and I am proud that they're here to share those stories with you today. JJ Bond and Christina Griggs. JJ, will you begin?
Good afternoon. My name is JJ Bond. I'm a student here at Colorado Cyber School. First, I would like to thank Principal Von Sielis and the faculty for allowing me to participate in this wonderful occasion. Mrs. Bleak has asked me to talk about how attending Colorado Cyber School has allowed me the flexibility to pursue my hockey career. I started playing junior hockey at age 14. I was a sophomore at the time. I moved to Puget Sound in Washington State for that season. I was attending Rock Canyon High School at the start of the year. When I moved to Washington, I attended Peninsula High School, which was a regular brick and mortar school. I went to school from 7 a.m. until 2:30, Monday through Friday. It was a great experience, and I made great friends and had a good time in school. The only problem was playing hockey. Our practices started at 3:30. Since I was only 14 and unable to drive at the time, I had to rely on somebody else to pick me up from school and drive me the 45 minutes to the rink. My billet brother Blair and I were always late. Thankfully, the coaches understood. We had practice from 3:30 until 5:30 every weekday. After practice, we would drive the hour and a half home in traffic. I was getting home, eating dinner, and starting my homework at about 9. I was not usually finished with it until almost midnight. I would fall asleep right away just to get up at 5:30 to start my day over again. Makes for one tired person. Then there were the games. We played Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. We would travel as far south as Oregon, up to 10 hours away. Sometimes we were not getting back to our home rink on Sunday, or should I say Monday morning, at 4:30. I was not able to go to school on those days because I was crazy tired after a long weekend of games and travel. The teachers used to get really upset with me. I was even asked one time if hockey was more important than my schooling. Well, that's a hard question to answer. No, hockey isn't more important, but if it had not been for my hockey, I would not have been there. I was in Washington from August until March. In March, I came back to Rock Canyon to finish my school year. I had to figure out what classes I took and where they fit into graduation requirements. It was hard for myself and my parents to know where I was. At that point, we decided to pursue online schooling. The following year, my junior year, I enrolled here at eDCSD. The flexibility of the online aspects have been amazing. I've been attending eDCSD for 2 years now. I have had no problems with my schedule and graduation requirements. I have actually found that eDCSD offers some classes that Rock Canyon did not. I have been living in Ontario, Canada for the past 2 years to play hockey and have found that the flexibility of the online classes has allowed me to be more productive on and off the ice. We had practice from 12:30 to 3 Monday through Thursday with mandatory gym prior to the ice 3 days a week. The ability to not have to worry about getting up, going to school, and such has been great. I can participate in all workouts and ice practices, come home, and socialize with my billet family and friends while still being able to do my classwork at the convenience that I desired. I have felt that the teachers have been very accessible for any questions or concerns that I had. I can also tell you that the classwork was as difficult, if not more so, than a regular school. I felt like I really had to pay attention to the work that I was doing, more so than if I was in class with my buddies. In conclusion, I would like to thank all of the teachers, counselors, and principals at Colorado Cyber School for allowing my family and I the opportunity to explore our lives to the fullest extent possible. Also for understanding that not every person learns the same way and allowing us to have the ability to learn in an environment that nurtures individualism. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2013. Go out and live the dreams you want without anyone holding you back or telling you that you can't. Be individual and lead, not follow. Succeed in all your life endeavors and know that any day is a great day for hockey. Thank you. I would now like to bring Christina Griggs up to speak with you guys.
Hello graduates, parents, family, and friends. My name is Christina Griggs, and I have been a student for 2 years at eDCSD, and I am a soon-to-be graduate. I am so excited to be here to speak with you. 2013 is a big year for all of us. We're graduating from high school, some of us are starting college, getting jobs, and starting our adult lives. I, for one, know that 2013 will continue to be filled with events that will shape all of our lives in one way or another. And I am quite certain that being students of online school has helped us to get to where we are today. For me personally, I would never have experienced the opportunities I was given in the past 2 years if I had not been a student of eDCSD. Online school helped me in many ways. On the internet and worldwide, I am recognized as a top expert in the study of World War I German aviation. I have nearly devoted my life to it, and that dedication has truly paid off. White-haired professors from around the world have consulted with me on various occasions and are always shocked to learn that I am a teenage girl. 2 nonfiction authors have cited me in their published works, and a war museum in Poland has offered to fly me out to be featured as one of their main curators and historians during a grand opening of a special aviation section. A famous war artist is sending me one of his original works as a gift for all my help gathering photographs for his references. On a smaller scale, I have been a featured speaker in 2 history classes right here at a local high school. Last year, I had the opportunity to live in Germany, and I was able to expand my studies because of online school. I attended both a German high school and American high school at the same time, thanks to this wonderful program. If I had continued to go to a brick-and-mortar high school, I doubt any of these endeavors would have been possible. An interesting observation I made while living in Europe is that online school is nearly unheard of. All of my friends always wondered what I was doing, and I showed them the various aspects of communicating with teachers, students, and how to turn in work. They were all fascinated by that concept, and some even professed that they wished there was such an option in Germany. One of my host parents even called my mom and dad in the USA explaining how concerned they were about me spending so much time on the computer. My mom had to kindly explain that my school was actually 100% online, and that I wasn't holed up in my room, but rather achieving good grades and working towards a high school diploma. In fact, one of my fondest memories of online school was when I wrote a paper for Mrs. Van Dyken's creative writing class while on the shores of sunny Lake Garda in Italy. I really got my creative juices flowing while looking over the sparkling turquoise water with the snow-covered Alps towering over the landscape just in the distance. Along with all those opportunities and adventures, this year, my senior year, I was able to use online school to help further my education beyond high school. I began going to cosmetology school, which I would not have been able to go to if I were in a traditional high school setting. Going to a college while still being in high school will allow me to get hired into the technical workforce right out of high school so that I can make money to pay for further college. My goal is to earn a bachelor's degree in aviation and aviation technology and then join the United States Air Force as an officer and pursue a career as a pilot. What have you accomplished? What opportunities came your way as a result of doing online school? Maybe you did online school so that graduation was an option for you. Maybe sitting in a classroom with lots of students was not your learning style. Maybe you worked and earned money. Maybe you concurrently attended college. Maybe you traveled a lot. Whatever the reason, I hope you feel that it was the right one. This is just the beginning. We are all lifelong learners, and online school has given us the basis for a world of knowledge and opportunities. We have all accomplished amazing things in our own way, and I know for a fact we could not have accomplished many of these things without the flexibility of online education. It was not easy, and it took a lot of self-discipline. Not everybody can handle the commitment and rigor of online school, but look at us, we did it. eDCSD has afforded me a way to fulfill my dreams, and we all have new dreams, and there are endless ways to pursue those dreams. Thank you.
Truly amazing, amazing stories and incredible students, and they exemplify some of the opportunities that are available when you decide to own your own learning and personalize that journey. Thank you both. I'm so proud. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Dan McMenemy to join me at the podium. Mr. McMenemy, I attest and confirm that the students seated on this stage have successfully completed the requirements set forth by the Douglas County School District Board of Education and are deserving of that recognition in the form of a high school diploma.
On behalf of the Douglas County School Board and the senior administration, it is a privilege and an honor to accept the class of 2013 for eDCSD. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. McMenemy. He's a lot taller than I am. And now I would like to invite Mrs. Lynn Smith and Mrs. Jan DeBleek to the podium to our left. As you may imagine, keeping tabs on students in a cyber school may be different than in a traditional school. Yet both Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Bleek have made connections with the students on this stage. I know that Ms. Bleek personally kept tabs on each of you. She instant messaged you, she emailed you, she met you at Starbucks or other high schools. She called each of you, and she built friendships, supporting each and every one of your goals. Mrs. Bleek will read the names of each graduate. They will come to the podium to our left, accepting a flower of appreciation, which they will present to family members or special guests while their individual message is read. Then they will return to the stage to the right here and accept their diploma. Ladies.
Joseph James Bond. JJ is heading up to Maine to play junior hockey and further his career in hockey to try and get a scholarship to a Division I college. While playing hockey up in Maine, he will be taking a few classes at a local community college here in Colorado. He wants to become an aerospace engineer. JJ says, I would like to say thank you to my wonderful parents, Scott and Tracy Bond, who have always been there for me and supported me through everything. I would also like to thank my wonderful girlfriend and her family for supporting me in hockey and being very wonderful to not only me, but my family as well. Finally, I would like to say thank you to Mrs. McGowan, my 4th grade teacher, who has helped me through so much. She has given me so much knowledge and taught me so much. I would not know half the things I know today without her or the other wonderful people in my life. I would just like all of them to know that I love them from the bottom of my heart, and I always will, no matter where I go or how old I become.
Allison Barrett Fox with high honors. Go down the stairs. Sorry, Allison. Allison plans to attend Arapahoe Community College this fall. She hopes to get a degree in elementary education and to be a teacher. Online school helped her complete high school at home while giving her the flexibility to work and save money for her future. She would like to thank God for leading her through her life and for being her Savior. She thanks her parents, her grandparents, and her sister for their support and for encouraging her throughout her life to do her best in everything. She would further like to thank Janda Bleak and Joanna Nearing for going above and beyond being a guidance counselor and a teacher. Thanks also goes to Laura Van Dyken, Lynn Smith, Brian Winkleman, Carrie Sanders, and Rick Sorrentino for taking the time to answer her many, many questions and for helping her to reach this point.
Christina Noel Griggs. Christina plans to become an officer in the United States Air Force and pursue a career as an aviator. She may also pursue a linguist program. As one of the leading experts on German aviation in the First World War, online school has helped her along in many of her endeavors. These include historical research, living in Germany, and writing. Without the flexibility of an online education, many of her historical articles and discoveries would have never happened. She would like to thank her parents for their patience and their willingness to let their little girl travel the world in pursuit of her passions. Christina will also be graduating with high honors from Pickens Technical School in cosmetology.
Dylan K. Hayutin. Dylan plans to continue his education by attending the University of Colorado this fall, where he aspires to pursue a career in music production. A hybrid education of traditional and online schooling provided the balance Dylan needed to focus on his education, music, sports, and work. He would like to thank his sister, grandparents, and aunt, especially his parents, for their ongoing support throughout his life and for making this moment possible. His treasure chest of memories is full of special times they have shared in the years that have prepared him for this new chapter. He now looks forward to standing on his own and continuing to achieve great things in his life.
Hannah Lynn Jeanette Johnson. Hannah would like to thank her parents, teachers, counselor, and principal. She knows that she would not have completed this journey without you all. Hannah will be attending Metro State University this fall. She is so excited.
Benjamin William Logston. Ben plans on taking some time off from school to relax and continue working full-time to save money for college in the spring. He plans to study aviation and become a helicopter pilot. Online school fit perfectly into Ben's life because it allowed for him to work full-time and get used to online courses that he will experience in college. He would like to thank his parents and grandma for helping him realize his success and all their support along the way. He couldn't have done it without them.
Brianna Christina Lynn. Brianna plans to attend Metro State in the fall and major in special education. She hopes to become a teacher as well as further work in her current passion in digital art. Online schooling has given Brianna time to create art as well as allowed her to learn at her own pace. She would like to thank her parents and siblings, Sarah, Teal, and Antonio, for all their love and support.
Hunter Lynn Reish. Hunter plans on attending Ivy Bridge College in the fall to complete her basics. Then she will be transferring to Arizona State University to complete her degree with the hopes of going on to med school. Her dream is to become an anesthesiologist. Hunter had to move the summer before her senior year to a new state. After her parents did some research, they discovered eDCSD. The idea of being able to earn her high school diploma and have the time to get a job was a big plus for her. With her flexible school schedule, she was able to get her first job at Ulta. Hunter knows that if it had not been from the support of her parents, she would not be the amazing young adult she has become today. She knows her future looks very bright.
Courtney Caitlin Smith. Courtney plans to go to school to become a labor and delivery nurse. She was a competitive cheerleader all her life, taking 5-time state champions and 3rd in the nation her junior year at Douglas County High School, until she got pregnant with her daughter. When she found out she was pregnant, she decided to do online classes her senior year so she could spend as much time as she could with her baby. Courtney would like to thank her parents for standing behind all her decisions and never giving up on her while she was growing up and in everything she has ever done. She would also like to thank her daughter, Chandler, for pushing her to be the best she could ever be.
Benjamin McLean Volz. Ben will be taking a few years to gather some money to pay for his own college tuition at St. John's Memorial University in Canada to pursue a possible career in music. Coming to an online school allowed Ben to work and complete tasks at his own pace. He would like to thank his parents, Elizabeth and Dennis, and his marching band instructor, Orlando Otis, as well as his lacrosse coach, Chris McGrin, and Oliver, his friend's cat.
Catherine Frances Von Russo. Katie's schooling started at the DCS Montessori Charter School in Castle Pines, which gave her a great foundation for high school, Colorado Cyber School, from where she is graduating today. Katie has many interests, including theater, voice, art, and numerous outdoor activities. Graduation from high school brings to a close one chapter in a young person's life and opens the next with so many possibilities. Katie will continue her education in the fall as a freshman at Regis University here in Denver.
Taylor Ann Warner. Taylor plans to take a semester off of school to work more and then go to college. Her ultimate goal for the future is to be happy. Online school has allowed her to work more and spend more time with her family. Taylor would like to thank her parents and her best friend, her sister, for always supporting her and helping her get through the hard times.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. One more round of applause. Your stories make you who you are. May you continue to share your unique gifts in great abundance. We also wish to express our gratitude to the parents, family members, former teachers and administrators, employers and friends of these students. You have played a significant role in making this graduation possible. These graduates have you all to thank. And now, we have just one final event before we formally bring this graduation ceremony to a close. Graduates, please rise. At this time, I would like to introduce Miss Allison Fox with the turning of the tassels. And yes, this is a great photo op.
Graduating class of 2013, please turn your tassels.
And now I present to you the class of 2013. Thank you all for coming this afternoon. You are welcome to stick around for photos.